Hello, hello, everybody. Hello, hello. I want to make sure that everyone can hear me. I also, since we've been having problems with the chat, I'm pulling it up on my phone as well. So if you are here, please say hello in the chat. And I'm going to just make sure that it's working. I might have to just use it on my phone this time. If you've been tuning in the past couple weeks, you know that the chat on my laptop hasn't been working for whatever reason. So, oh, it's working. Yay. All right, I'll turn that off on my phone. That makes it a little easier. Hi, Ronita. Hi, Lori. So good to hear from all of you from Canada and Ronita from New Zealand. Oh, hi, Lewis from Michigan. So good to hear from all of you. If this is your first time tuning in, or if we haven't met before, hello, my name is Allison, and I do these live streams every single week. I've moved it to Sundays, so we gather here on Sundays, and what I do is I offer a channeling for the collective. Hi, Stacy. And I also will choose one of your questions to, hi, Eric. Oh, yay. Someone coming to the Starseed retreat in Vermilion. Eric, hi, it's good to see you again. Kind of see you. But I also just want to check in on my mic and just make sure that that's working. So anyway, what I'll do is, like I said, channel for the collective, but also first, I channel a message for one of you. Hi, Zahira. So good to see you. The last time I did this, I was in your office, I think. All right, so I'll go ahead and just do this now. If you have a question that you would like me to channel on, the way that I do that is type Q at the beginning of it. So groovy. I love it. So type Q at the beginning of your question, and then go ahead and type your question out. And I'm going to use a random number generator to choose those questions, or to choose the question that I channel for that's a personal question. And, then I'll go into the collective. So you can start typing those now. I'll give the announcements. And if you would like me to potentially choose your question, then go ahead and type Q and type your question out. Because the chat gets going, I like to be able to dive in and just count the cues so that I know what is a question specific to this. So thank you all for being here. It's been a very big week for me. How is it for all of you? I know that what I've heard from a lot of people is there have been major life changes over the past 2 weeks. From many, many people. And that's beautiful because what we're doing is we're expanding and aligning more to our divine callings. And so what I'm witnessing from people is a lot of shifting as we continue to say yes, yes, yes to the deeper, truer, ascended version of who we are. So I'm witnessing that in my life, a lot of movement, a lot of really powerful new lessons to integrate. And so that may be happening for you as well. I'm going to go ahead and go into the announcements, the specific announcements. So for those of you who've tuned in before, you know that I am on a book tour. And hello from California. Hi, Jesse. So my book tour is for my book called Ecstatic Playground. And that book was published over the summer last year. And this year, hi from Florida. Hi, Cashel. And so that book is what I'm going on tour with this year. Right now, I am taking that up the coast of California. My next stop is actually in Portland, Oregon. So I will be traveling up there this week. And then after that, so I'm going to be at New Renaissance bookstore. And then right now I'm in an undisclosed location. I'm not sharing where I am right now, so I got to be incognito sometimes. Hi, Radka. Oh, hi, Delaney. Good to hear from you. From Czech Republic. I really love hearing where you're all from. And I see one question, so keep typing in those questions. So let's see. Portland, Oregon is next at New Renaissance Bookstore. I will be offering a channeling for the collective as well as a book signing. And I want to share with you that during the live channelings, and you may feel it here as well, the frequency that I channel, not necessarily the specific information, although that's fun for our minds and it's helpful, but the frequency that's been coming through has been highly activating. And so I encourage you to come to a live channeling if you have a chance, because this is a huge part of my purpose to offer these activations. Also, if you come in person, prepare for me to ask you if you are available for a hug, because that's also a huge purpose of this tour. So I will be, after Portland, I'm going to be up in Seattle at Stargazers Soul Gallery. Remembering the names of all these beautiful places. So Stargazers Soul Gallery, and I will actually be teaching a channeling workshop. And then after that, I have several events in both Boise, Idaho, and Twin Falls, Idaho. And then after that, down to Salt Lake City. So more is being planned. Central US and East Coast is going to be later on in the year, but I will essentially be on the road this whole year. Specifically, hi, Richard. So good to see you. And I received your email. Thank you for that. Oh, I love this. Okay, I see 3 questions. Also, if you would like to have me in your area, I'm going to be in the US for this year. At least that's what I'm seeing. Everything can change in a moment, and I allow that. But if you would like me to come to where you live, send me an email, drop a note, and I will do my best to navigate that and see what flows. All right. So let's see what else. Oh, we have the Starseed Gathering in Vermilion, Ohio. And that is going to be, help me out, Eric, June 23rd, I believe. I have a lot going on. So that's going to be really powerful. That is a full day activation and channeling event. So I'll be offering a starseed activation, really calling in the codes that assist us in remembering the deepest truths of who we are and what we're here to bring. And really that is frequency based. And so that's going to be amazing. And then we also have the True Creator Summer Camp. And hi, Rosemary. And so True Creator Summer Camp is going to be in Arkansas. And that is going to be August 1st through 4th. I'm very excited to gather in person over several days with many of you. We're going to be focusing on channeling during summer camp and also star family connection. So ET Contact will be having contact circles throughout. If that is something that really speaks to you, I encourage you to sign up. All of the information for everything that I'm speaking on right now, on and on about, is in the description box, so you can check that out. All right, so I hope you've typed in your questions. I am going to go ahead. It looks like, am I counting that right? Are you on there? Let me see. It looks like maybe 4. Okay, perfect. Oh, 5. Okay. I love it when you're like, type, send. So if you are still typing, maybe hit the heart button so that I know Oh, it's 1:11 my time. All right. So if you are tuning in live and you want to ask a question, I'm going to pull up random number generator. And let's see. At this time, we have 5 questions. Speak now or forever hold your peace until next week, I like to say. Okay, 5. It is question number 5. Zahira, good job. All right. And I love this question. I do feel that this will serve so many. Hi, Barbara. Oh, hi. 111, a clue. I know, I was all, oop. Yeah, I love it. Okay, so let's go ahead. Happy Sunday, Barbara. Barbara, where in the world are you? You're like me. Always a new place on the map. All right. So the question is how to best navigate challenges arising in the physical body, sensations, pains, arising fatigue, headache, etc. You're home, you got in last night. Oh, I love that. I love all these similar questions. Okay, so it sounds like we are going through shifting in the body. Many of us. Really beautiful. The physical sensations. I did put out a collective channeling on my Instagram a couple days ago that why are we so tired and what that's really about. So I encourage you to go check that out. That may be helpful as well. Okay, I would like to ask all of you, how is the sound? Because I don't know that this mic is working. It didn't show that it was working. So I want to make sure that my laptop is picking it up. Yeah, the mic's not happening. It's perfect. The mic is pro, but I don't think the mic is hello. No, it's not. It's not the mic this time. Okay, I'm glad that you can all hear me. I'm always very concerned about that. All right. So we're just going to scoot you in. Zoom in. All right. Maybe not that close. That feels a little. Okay, my love. So I'm going to go into this personal question, which sounds like it's going to serve so many of you. And I'm also going to go into the collective question after that. There isn't a question. It's just the collective reading. So I will close my eyes for this so that I can more deeply tune in. I love when you continue to connect in the chat. You continue to vibe with each other, say hello to each other. This is very much a community space, and I love and honor that. So I will open my eyes at the end of this and read over your comments and respond to that. So I'm going to go ahead and go in. My hair is at the length where it gets caught on everything that I sit on. So this question is, how do we navigate the changes, the pains in the body, the different sensations that arise through this process of ascension and really awakening to the fuller, expansive truth of who we are? And we can witness that inherent to the expansion, the awakening, both of those words, we can feel in a literal physical sense that if we were speaking of anything awakening or expanding, we would expect something physical to be occurring. Those words really cue us in to the fact that this is also on a physical level. And that's coming through because sometimes we're surprised, or sometimes our mind doesn't know how to navigate the physical symptoms when it's really inherent to this ascension process. It's really inherent to it. It's change. And on the physical level, we are going to be the witness too. Now, that's very cute. That's very important to know, that we are going to be the witness to these experiences. Witnessing is not being separate from. Witnessing is being within and not being attached. And this has come through many times before. So as we witness the shifting within the physical body, when we come into witness consciousness, being the witness, without the attachment, there's less fear, and there's also therefore more allowance for what is naturally happening, what's occurring. We witness it. Without the attachment, we don't place labels on if this should be happening, if it's good to be happening, if we're in danger, etc., etc. The process informs itself. So we become the witness even further, even on the physical level. Are we more tired? What a fascinating, joyful thing to witness. Are we angry? Are we in pain? Are we experiencing a expansion that feels on a physical level like a breaking open, like a tension is being created as we go into that expansion? You can see these words are different from it hurts and I'm scared, or I don't know what's going on. From the place of the witness, deep within the process, not avoiding the process and not attaching to the process. From the place of the witness, the process informs itself, and all is inherently joyful. We can't know that from our minds. In fact, our minds will tell us the opposite, or will give us a story to fill in what we don't know from a mental perspective. That's the job of the mind, specifically the lower mind, is to maintain the paradigm, the parameters of the game, maintain what we already know. So as we come into these experiences, which on a physical level, we don't inherently know them, we don't have a mental structure that's already in place for what's occurring, the mind is going to fill in stories, and we're going to experience anxiety, fear, anger, discomfort in many ways because of the interpretation, not the actual thing that's happening, but because of the interpretation of what's occurring. It's the interpretation. It's the story that we almost instantly lay on top of it. So the reaction to what is occurring naturally within the body as we ascend is going to be informed naturally. What would we do if we were feeling this type of expansion? It's going to naturally call to us, just as the experience itself is arising, so will the necessary actions or remedies, they will naturally come from within that experience. So if we feel fatigue and we witness it without attachment, we'll know how to handle that fatigue. We'll rest, we'll sleep. Those are two separate things. Any of you projectors, you know that rest is its own thing that has many components to it. And may we all know that rest has many components to it. You may rest, you may sleep, you may find that you need to eat different food. It will all be informed from within the process that is already occurring. It will all be naturally unfurled from the present moment, is another way to say that. The remedy to every experience is from within the experience itself. When we are not attached, it means that we're not blocking the inherent nature of all that is. When we are not pushing or pulling, we are not blocking the inherent nature of all that is. As we are in that harmonious state within the all, everything that needs to occur will occur. And sometimes we will be what we call an active participant within that occurrence. We'll be guided. We will be guided to sleep. We will be guided to eat different foods. We will be guided to flow inherently from that state. The issue is that we've played the game so well that our minds are very active, and our minds are always trying to inform what needs to happen in order to fit within the parameter of what's known. Presence is alarming to the mind, at least initially, until the mind has practice within that presence and realizes how inherently safe it is. There isn't even the definition of safety within presence. It is that inherently safe. We use the word safe right now to inform the mind what this transmission is really about. But the experience of safety is to simply be at one with all that is, at one with your eternal nature. Presence. And we pause here in this transmission to give you a moment of the experience of that deep presence. For when there is deep listening occurring, that is very similar to the next frequency of embodying presence. Deep listening without the attachment of what needs to come next. Water. Water. Being in water, drinking water, receiving water, praying with water. Water is a great teacher through this next phase of human evolution. You are here at this time to embody the frequencies that are moving through you, to embody the changing of consciousness, to be in your body through these changes. The body is massively intelligent. Intelligence isn't even the right word for it. The body is so perfectly aligned to the frequencies that are always moving through it. The irony is that the mind, which is often informing the body, is informing the body of a paradigm, which is a repeated story, a repetition from what is known from the mind. The experience within the body often feels painful or damaging or scary. From within the body knows. It's powerful. It's powerful. And as our body becomes more water, this is interesting. As our body becomes more water, we will inherently flow more easily. So our bodies are becoming more water. That's new information for me. And this is also occurring naturally as the crystalline structure more deeply embeds into the physical layers of the human experience. Important for you to know this. For as you ascend, you will find yourself attuning more to drinking water, receiving water in many ways. This is already in flow with the collective channeling, so I'm just going to keep going and see what comes. Let me tune into what are the collective frequencies and what would be of service for the collective to know at this time. Breathe. Breathe. Breath work is also a major component to this ascension process. We have not given enough honor to the breath and what it does for the body. And for the fullness of, when we say the body, we mean all layers. We mean what you do not yet understand as physical is included. All of the energetics that extend beyond the physical body are included. And breath is sort of like, the image that I'm getting is, it's sort of like a joystick, which 80s kid. So helping us navigate. It's more like that than we have previously understood. When we can harness the breath, let's use a better word. When we can really grasp the level, I don't know if you can hear the neighbor just like exuberant right now. It's ridiculous. When we can better harness the experience that the breath is able to bring us through in our divine template, as opposed to simply allowing it to be automatic, when that happens, that's a bit distracting. As we learn to attune more to the breath, oh, there we go. That's why that distraction came up. The only experience is within. The only experience is within. As we learn to attune more to the inner experience, which is the literal making love with existence that occurs as we breathe. Receiving and giving, receiving and giving through our divine template. As we learn how to navigate that with using that as our ability to navigate, using that as what assists us in flowing through these frequencies, we will be incredibly powerful even in our physical abilities. This will assist us in expanding our physical abilities. What we thought was possible within the physical body, we are going to far surpass that as we learn to harness the power of the breath. Breath work is very powerful, very important for the human body, for the entire experience of being human. It's very powerful. Horiika shianama atukoro ha iana shimokoru atianamaka ara aya a shun onomok ayala arokonomo. Grateful for the frequencies that come through. Channeling a message for the collective now. Oh, nothing is ever an isolated experience. Any contention that you witness, attune to the breath, even within the self. It's full circle. Anything that feels strenuous, even within the body, where there's tension, bring breath to it. Bring breath to it in a conscious way, with awareness. So much contention, because contention is resistance to what is. We're learning that our power has nothing to do with power over another. This is confusing to the mind and the stories that we've told ourselves. Our power is so big, so strong. We are witnessing that this is not something that ever disempowers another, that it is inherently harmonious and full of creation. We're going to witness what seems to be chaotic, what seems to be scary, what seems to be full of contention, within and externally. Breathe. Breathe with the process. Tune into the aligned, the inner harmonious alignment of the unfolding of your divine template, which really is a fancy way of saying be. Simply be. You will naturally, inherently attune to that. Simply be. And as you need assistance with coming into greater levels of being, breathe. Consciously breathe. Allow the breath to be what navigates your experience through life. Attune to the flow and the frequencies of water. Water is a great teacher. And know, especially when you're experiencing the inner world of what feels like change on such a massive level, that the body is responding with things that may arise to the mind as the need to manage things, or even to be afraid of things, or to wonder if we're safe and okay. When the inner experience, when the body is transmuting at such a level into its pure alignment, that is a powerful sign that you are ascending into the truth of who you are so rapidly. That is a sign for you that that's what's inherently happening. And to witness the joy within that, the joy within that is powerful. The joy within that is ecstatic. And flowing with these frequencies is play. Allow yourselves to laugh at any perceived contention, within and without, meaning within the human body and the belief that it is external. There's going to be a lot more. And if you attune your frequency to it, you will see a lot of it. You will experience a lot of it. You are here to be masters. You are here to rise and shine in the truest frequency of who you are. Go forth and serve your calling. It's such a beautiful calling, simply to be, and to be your frequency. Thank you. You are the light of the world. All right, my loves. Let me acclimate my eyeballs for a moment, and I'll read the comments. Whew, I feel nauseous. Speaking of body experiences, whew, that's a lot. Okay. Sound is great. Okay. Very good. Quantum mic. I love you, Barbara. Grateful to be able to feel I didn't for 6 years. That's powerful. That is powerful. I totally love this explanation. Expansion, joy, yes. Radka, I love how you meet so much with clay. It fits. I rest way more and need to eat sometimes more often, and even in the evenings. Thank you for confirming what element I need most right now. Beautiful. I'm so glad that this landed for each of you. The nausea, yes. Yeah, it's sort of like riding an elevator as we become multidimensional, but we're riding that elevator really quickly. And we will be able to do this. This will get easier and easier. And I'm hearing drink water, right? Oh, hi, cousin. Hi, Richard. Oh, that's my cousin, by the way. Go find his Spotify. He makes amazing music. Thank you for being here, Jesse. Thank you. And those of you tuning in, even if you're not saying hi, yes. Let me just finish this. Even if you're not saying hi, thank you for being here. If it feels fun to you, you are always welcome to participate in the chat. You are always welcome to connect with the community. I do have a private community outside of these live streams where I go live once a month, and I offer a channeling for the community specifically. And many of you are able to ask questions in that community on a specific topic. Next month, let's see, June, for the month of June, the topic is going to be around living our divine template. So it's really perfect. I choose the topics based on what I witness going on in the collective, and that's coming up a lot personally and within the collective. So, um, oh, Michael G, I didn't see you. We are enjoying your channeling. Thank you. I'm so glad you're here. And let's say, Rosemary, thank you for that. And hi, Rose, Butterfly Rose. I love it. I'm so glad that you all got a chance to be here with me. I'm glad I got a chance to be here with you. Any questions, feel free to reach out and I will. Oh, speaking of, single question channelings are on discount for the rest of the month of May. Those are a $20 discount right now, and I send you a voice memo. So that's that. All right, I'm going to wrap up. I love all of you. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you soon. Bye. Namaste. Love you.